I caught my wife cheating through messages on her Apple Watch. We have 4 kids together, but I'm gonna divorce her. I caught my wife cheating after 8 years together. This had been one heck of a roller coaster of a week. Last week, my 6-year-old daughter stayed home with me because she wasn't feeling well at all. I gave her more wife's iPad because it had reading activities she can do on there. But as any 6-year-old would, she ended up not doing it and went to her pictures instead. Normally, this wouldn't bother me one bit, but I saw in the corner of my eye a screenshot of a TikTok. The screenshot said, "Mr. and Mrs. Nobody can know about us get along so well." So of course, my mind thought of the absolute worst right then and there. I went through her iPad but did not find anything else that was suspicious. Her iPhone messages were extinct, but only with iMessages, so I can't see anything from an Android. Now while all this is going on, she started volunteering at my daughter's cheer gym, which is absolutely fine, but she wasn't getting home too close to 11 p.m. She just said they are getting everything prepped for the gym's first performance of the season, and it is also fast that gym has a booth in. I kind of just shrugged it off as maybe, just maybe, she is telling the truth. Fast forward to Sunday, I came home from work and she was laying in bed, just saying she is absolutely exhausted from the week before, which is totally understandable. I grabbed a beer and I sat down next to her and we were helping each other and just talking. She mentioned that I kind of stunk, so I said, "I will hop in the shower and you are more than welcome to join me." She declined and decided to go outside and smoke a cigarette. She left her Apple Watch on the nightstand and the curiosity just got the best of me. I went through it and found my instinct was correct. The stuff I saw on there absolutely broke me. There were messages saying, "I just really want to kiss you right now. This was not supposed to happen this way, I was supposed to be falling for you," etc. And there were explicit pictures and videos as well. I went outside and confronted her and asked her if I can see her phone. She of course wouldn't let me, and I told her, "I know you have been texting this other guy." She didn't deny it, but she said she went outside to tell him that she cannot keep doing this and chooses me. She said it didn't pop up on the watch because there's a delay. I went inside to grab the watch and surprisingly enough, all the messages were magically deleted. She told me nothing physical has ever happened, but from what I saw there was most definitely emotion. We are now separated and I have not really slept or ate. I am completely and utterly broken. I have contacted a lawyer and that is set up for next month. I honestly don't know what I expected from this posting. I just think I needed to write it all down. Update. Yes, we are officially separated. The divorce is going to happen. I have a meeting with a lawyer on October 16th. No, I do not have access to her phone or iPad or Apple Watch. She took everything with her. I do know she is still talking to him according to phone records. I just can't see what they are saying. Top comment. This more than anything else. She came up with a lie in a split second to get you to briefly leave her enough to delete everything. If that's not confirmation that she was effing him, I don't know what it is. She fell in love with someone else. That can't happen unless she was already checked out of your relationship. Even if you stay, it will never be the same again. I'm sorry, OP, it's so gutting. I'm with the comments. Please take care of yourself. It's so important now more than ever. It's easy to let this consume you and to fall into a darkness you never knew existed. But you're not alone navigating through. This is no easy task in order to get out on the other side. It's crucial to prioritize your emotional well-being and consider the path that aligns with your values and self-respect. Part 2. So it's been a few days since I caught my wife having an affair, and this week has absolutely sucked. I have managed to get some sleep and I am able to eat very small, little healthy snacks throughout the day, at least keeping the jitters away. People have asked about the assets. Our main assets is we have a house and 2 cars and everything. I mean, everything is in my name, 100%, and I take care of the main bills. But she is willing to pay me her portion of the cell phone bill, and she's going to start paying me for her car and insurance. Her credit is not good enough to put the car into her name. When I'm finally able to see a lawyer on October 16th, that's exactly what I'm going to put in the door's papers, and if she misses one payment, then the car is back in my possession. So we shall see as she holds up her side of the deal. We have 4 kids total. I have twin girls from my previous marriage that are 12. She has a boy from her previous who is 8. But I have been his dad since he was 5 months old. His real dad has never been in the picture. Then we have a 6-year-old girl that has ours. I schedule up my works perfectly where we can go exactly 50-50 on custody. She's not asking for child support or anything. We're going to do our very best to keep this as civil as we possibly can and co-parent. We're going to try and keep this out of the courts and just deal with everything through the lawyer. But we will see how this deal goes to see if we are able to keep it civil. I was honestly considering working on her marriage and starting over until I looked at the phone logs. I know I have got to stop doing that, and she is still talking and texting to this guy all day, every day. So I'm pretty sure she is just as done as well. I have an appointment today with a doctor to maybe get put on some anxiety and depression medication because I'm honestly not doing good. I have my good moments, but then the really, really bad moments. I've been looking for a psychiatrist to talk to, but I've not been able to find one unless I want to drive 2 hours to the city. So I might have to do the online psychiatrist thing. Has anybody had any experience with the online? I always prefer face-to-face. All in all, everything is going as smoothly as I possibly can. She's coming tomorrow to get the rest of her things. Debating if I need to be here or not. She will have her aunt and uncle here, so it won't be just us. That's it for now, I guess. I know I'll be fine in the long run, but even losing my mom at 13 years old didn't hurt this freaking bad. Just the absolute betrayal she is putting me through. Part 3. Not even sure to worry again. I had a couple people asking me for an update. We've been separated for about a month and a half now. The first 2 weeks were the absolute hardest. We actually tried to work it out. Her and I have been through hell and back, and it seemed like the good thing to do. I was played the fool as she continued talking to him, so I officially ended it. I did speak to a lawyer. He's going to draft up the papers as soon as I am able to pay him. Her and I are still trying to keep it civil, but it is starting to turn uglier day by day. I will admit a lot of it is my doing. The anger I have built up inside just hits the point, and I can't hold back what I say when I'm dealing with her. The wife of the guy who she cheated on me with found out, and now they are getting a divorce as well. Pretty much her entire family is absolutely disgusted with her. Not only did she ruin our marriage, but her apparent best friend's marriage as well. I found out a few days ago that my wife and him are going to see where this goes. They actually have plans to spend a weekend in the city together next month. We aren't even divorced yet, and she has completely moved on. But hey, each their own, right? My twins want nothing to do with her since they have found out the truth as well. My boy, stepson, only comes to me every so often. He just says he wants to stay with mom and his grandpa. That's where she is living right now. And I unfortunately can't do anything about it. But then again, I am not forcing my girls to see her either. The daughter we have together is still being split up 50-50. I will officially follow over to worse this upcoming Wednesday. I'm going to ask to be the primary custodian since I have the permanent address and she goes to school in the town I live in. Things are getting easier day by day. I am going to be sitting golden after all of this is done. She can't touch the house. She has till March to get the car into her name, and she is required to pay on it till then as well. She is officially off of my phone plan. Thank God, because it became an addiction checking the phone logs. I won't lie, this whole situation has messed me up big time. But I will get through it. I want to say thank you to everyone who has reached out. I am going to spend a lot of time working on myself and making sure my kids are well taken care of.